Hello, beautiful Sagittarius, and welcome to your money and career guidance for September 2025 with me, Julie Poole. Hello, welcome or welcome back. Thanks for being here. It's tea and tarot time with Julie, so grab yourself a cup of tea, cup of coffee, glass of wine, whatever it is you want. Put your feet up. Get yourself comfy. Let's have a little look what's going on for my Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and cross-watching, okay? And it is for money and career. So if you're retired, just ignore the career bit, take the money bit, okay? Alrighty. So for my Sagittarius, we have got the Four of Coins. We've got the King of Coins, lovely, in a money reading. With the Nine of Cups, whoa, nice. Oh, not so nice. We've got the Five of Coins, don't panic. We've got the Knight of Coins in the centre of your reading with the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Emperor, and the Sun. Ah, nice. Okay, right. Let's get your other cards out. These are mine. Oh, that's, by the way, that's the Tarot of Dreams. All the cards I use are linked below, all right? Along with the links to my website, my books, and my tea and tarot merch if you're interested in that. Okay. Now, and also, if you want to follow me on all the other stuff, I do Facebook and Instagram and TikTok as well now. I know, who knew? And also ways to support me if you would like to do that. Just watching is enough, okay? All right, these are mine from hoping to having taken from my book of the same name, the one that looks like this, okay? So let's have a look what your money affirmation is, okay? I am wealthy. I have a wonderful relationship with money. I value it, respect it, and welcome it. Money wants to show up and be in my life. This just came out. All right, it was either for Scorpio or Libra, but yeah, this has just come out. So there seems to be an emphasis on many of you have got a bad relationship with money. You're not friends with money. It's like money hates me. It's never here when I need it to be. It never stays around long enough. It's always abandoning me. I hate money and money hates me. That's going to keep you stuck in struggle. I promise you, because I had that thinking for a long time and I kept in struggle for a long time until I started to fix my relationship with money. All right, everything in that book is kind of step by step, and fixing your relationship with money is a really important step in order to step into financial flow and ease, okay? Because when you value it, respect it, and welcome it, it wants to show up in your life and be there more. Okay, so I want you to ask yourself what your relationship is like with money, and are you friends with it? Do you get on? Are you close? All right, and if you're not, you need to fix it. And if you don't know how, there's lots of free stuff on my other channel, Manifesting 101. There's a playlist there called Money Magic. Lots of stuff about abundance and how to get into it. Or just get my book, because there's a lot more in my book. Okay, right. Or go and watch somebody else, doesn't have to be me. Right, let's get your theme. This is your energy oracle. What's the theme for my Sagittarius, please, for money and career for September? Patience. We've got the Angel of Patience. This is not an angel deck, it's the energy oracle, but there are about half a dozen angels in this deck. And you've got the Patience angel. I often say I've got to put my patience hat on, okay? Because we can struggle with patience, can't we? But she's holding a clock, and it's about timing and divine timing, all right? And being patient, waiting for the right time. And we've got the Knight of Coins in the middle of your reading, and he's quite slow. He's Mr. Tortoise, not Mr. Hare. Okay, so patience is going to be needed. Let's get your animal oracle out. What's the animal totem for my Sagittarius for money and career, please? Well, hello. You've got koi fish spirit. Okay, now fish in tarot and oracle represent abundance. Good stuff, because you don't often get one little single fishy on its own, do you? You get a big shoal and there's millions of them. And that's why they use fish as an abundant energy. Okay, so koi fish, they grow bigger and bigger and bigger. They'll grow as big as the pond will allow them to grow. They just will go berserk in the right environment. There's no limits. Okay, they can get huge. I'm no fish expert, but I know that when I had a little pond with koi carp in it, they sort of grew to about a foot long and didn't get any bigger. And I kind of Googled it, and it said, how big's your pond? They'll grow to the size of the pond. So you put them in a lake and they're going to go huge. Oh, I didn't know that. Anyway, I know I'm waffling. Koi fish, any fish, it represents abundance. All right. So I'm going to fix my relationship with money. I'm going to get out of this mindset of there's never enough. I'm going to get into an abundance mindset. It'll take a little while to undo all of that old thinking about life's hard and life's a struggle and there's never enough. We're going to get out of that, and we are patiently waiting for that flow in a very expecting kind of way. It's coming. All right. I did a mantra for 2 years. Every single day my life gets easier and easier every day in every way. And you know what? It did. It was like bloody magic. It did. Seriously, get easier and easier. Because every day I was like, yeah, and I believed it. It wasn't just words. It's like everything's flowing to me easily and readily. I have a wonderful relationship with money. Money loves me and wants to show up and be in my life even more. And it just kept coming. It was just incredible. And that's just what I'm explaining to you. You can do it too. Okay? So we've got a lot of coins here, and this is a money and career reading. We've got the 4 of coins, 5 of coins, Knight of coins, King of coins. Right, lots about money and also about holding on a little bit too tightly. So we're going to have a look at that. Now, we've got the 9 of cups, wish fulfilled. We've got the Queen of Wands, Miss I believe in myself. I'm so valuable. I know my worth. I know what I deserve. We've got the Emperor. I'm in my power. And we've got the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Hearts. I'm coming from a place of love. And then the outcome is the Sun. I mean, that's the Reader's Digest version, but that's basically what we've got. It's really, really good. Okay, so let's start with this Knight of Coins in the center. The Knight, all Knights are action cards. Okay, now the Knight of Coins is action on your money and on your security and what's going to bring you long-term financial stability, right? So he is the slowest knight out of the 4. He takes his time because he wants to make sure that what he's bringing in, what he's creating, what he's building is going to last. This isn't a flash in the pan. I don't want to spill anything. I don't want to cut corners. I don't want to take shortcuts. I want to do it properly, and I want it to be lasting. That's why I need the patience, because there's a part of me that just says, oh, just charge in and just do it. And it's like, yeah, but if I haven't got all my ducks in a row, then it could all just collapse like sand. You know, building something on sand, it just goes through. Let's get the corners in properly. Let's do the foundations. Then let's build on it, and then it'll last. Now, all of that is absolutely true. And that's the energy that Spirit are giving you, saying you're building something for the future here. Don't rush it. Take your time. Gather all the information you need. You are building something here that is going to really put you in a position of strength and power, because you've got the King of Coins above it and the Emperor below it. So I might be building a career here. I might be putting extra work in, doing extra hours. I might be learning an extra course, doing an exam, doing something that's going to make me better at my job, which means that potentially in a little while I might be able to get a bonus or a pay rise or a promotion. It's that kind of energy. Now, outside of work, this can be that I'm saving. I'm putting money into my savings and I'm looking at the compound interest building up. I'm looking at the investments I'm having. I'm putting money in a pot for my pension, even though I might not be retiring for 30 years yet. I'm making sure my future is solid and provided for. Okay, so this is a very strong, solid, stable energy and really good, Sag. Okay, so we're starting with this 4 of coins, which is saying I do have money. It's a good card, 4 of coins. 4s are about our foundations being nice and solid, so I've got some money. but I'm a little bit nervous that there's not enough and I'm going to run out, or it's going to get stolen, or I'm going to lose it in some way. So I'm going to squirrel it away in a little box, put the lid down, and I'm going to lock it with a key. It's an energy of I've got enough, but I'm really holding on tightly here. Whereas if I can just let go, if I can just trust, if I can just allow, because closed hands over those coins means that my hands are not open to receive anymore. If I just let go and trust, it'll be okay. But it's rooted down with the 5 of coins, which is that card of lack. So perhaps, like I was for many, many decades, that there would just be enough and I'd have to be really, really careful with it. And then there'd be just a bit more and really careful with it. But that attitude held me in that struggle for a long, long time. And as soon as I started letting go and started saying, I read this wealth book. I read a lot of wealth books in 2019, but it turned things around for me. And one of them suggested that you save 10% of your income. And I just laughed. I'm like, I haven't got 10% to save. I need every single penny. And I haven't got 10% spare. And it's like, right, but that thinking of lack. So I thought, okay, what have I got to lose? I've been struggling financially for 55 years. It's time to, try something different. So I did. The next time I got paid, I took 10% of it. I opened a savings account. I didn't even have a savings account because there was never any savings to put in the savings account. And I put 10% of what I just earned into the savings account. And I kind of went, And I thought, okay, look, just try. Every time you get any money in, even if it's a tenner, put 10% in, put £1 in, right? Just keep. And do you know, it was amazing. It was unbelievable to me at the time that I put 10% in, and an extra 10%, actually 15% would come. And I'm like, look at that. And then I put another 10% in and more would come. And it was just incredible. I did lots of other bits as well. Like, I won't go into all of that because it's all in the book. But I was in this energy and we're holding on too tightly. We're not trusting. And we believe that life is a struggle. And we don't have a great relationship with money. So it's difficult. So I want you to step into this energy that is here for you, Sagittarius, that you are already wealthy because you've got 4 coins, right? Even if you've only got money in your purse for enough for a pint of milk, at least you've got enough for a pint of milk. At least you've got a fridge to put the milk in. It's that kind of start shifting the thinking, okay? Moving it in a very patient, loving way into this abundant thinking from a place of love and compassion. You've got the Queen of Cups here. So don't beat yourself up. Be very gentle with yourself, but very calm. Remember, that's who she is. She's a water energy. She is about calm and zen. There's no tears and tantrums here. She's just very calm. So I'm loving and kind. I'm trusting. I'm in the flow. That yes, it might have been a terrible struggle, but I'm going to say to myself, what was my thinking about money? What was my beliefs about it? What are my words about it? I was always saying I can't afford this and I can't afford that. So I'm telling the universe I can't afford. And the universe says, your wish is my command. So I couldn't afford. As soon as I changed that thinking and my words, money flows easily and readily to me now. It did start turning up. Okay. So we're shifting from the 4 to the 5. We're moving our way towards this stable, solid, financially stable footing that is available to us now. And we've got the King of Coins, Mr. Moneybags. This is where the money really is there. Rooted down with the Emperor, which is that power. This, I'm in charge of my own life and my own destiny. I am powerful and abundant. Look at him in all his gold, right? Which gold represents abundance and opulence and beauty and wealth and all the good stuff. And this is what we're wanting. And we're actually progressing from the King of Coins, who's wealthy, through to the Emperor, who's even wealthier. So we're allowing this to grow. And even though we see the 5 of coins here, we've got the 4 of coins underneath it. See it growing, okay? They're just saying to me, I don't remember this. They tell me, they know what's in my memory banks, okay? And I do remember it now. They're saying, when I first put that 10% of my income into a savings account, I went into like, but it grew. So even though initially I felt more skint because I've just denied myself 10% of my income, it grew. So I want you to just trust that it's coming, it's growing, and you're working on it, and it's flowing. But you've got to do the work. If your relationship with money is terrible, you've got to change that. Well, you haven't got to do anything, but if you don't, it won't change, okay? So we have this abundance available to you. There is always enough. Now I want to shift that to there is always more than enough. Okay, that was my belief for a long time. There's always enough, because actually I always just managed to meet my rent, or just managed to make enough money to pay for the food for that week, or just enough to pay that bill. And then I started changing it to, well, there is always enough, but there's never more than enough. Right. Why is that? Because my thinking and my words were always, there's just enough. So that's what I had, just enough. So I started changing it. There is always more than enough. And more than enough started coming in. And then little luxuries could start coming in because there was extra. So I want you to really look at that, because this is money on the table for you here. And if it's not coming your way, we need to shift the blocks, the beliefs around it. Okay? Because look at this, we've got the Nine of Cups. This is a wish fulfilled. This is a dream come true. So what is the dream? That I go from the Four of Coins to the King of Coins. That there is more than enough. There is flow. There is success. I am wealthy. My investments are paying off. If I'm trying to sell my home, if that's my dream, I want to sell up, I want to move, then here is the dream. Because I've put the work in. All right. The Knight of Coins is I've done the work slow and steady. If I'm trying to sell my home, I've perhaps cleaned it, redecorated it, redressed it, made it as saleable as possible. That took some effort and some work and possibly some money, but it will pay off because it will bring me more than I put in. I want you to align with the more I put in, the more comes to me and doubles again and doubles again, because you're in this sense of worth and value. We've got the Queen of Wands. She's Queen of Cups is all about love and compassion and calmness. She is all about go, 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 dynamic, determined, successful, attractive. I know what I've got. I know what I can offer. I know my value. I know my worth. And because I'm in that worth, which is high, not low, all right, we can all know our worth. But if you think your worth is low, then that's what you're going to experience. She thinks her worth is very high. She doesn't just think it, she embodies it. I am worthy. I am amazing. I deserve all good things. I wouldn't get out of bed for that. No. All right. I know what I'm worth. She rises into her sense of power and empowerment, not in an arrogant way, but in a very, this is my worth. This is who I am. I value myself. And because of that, look at the outcome with the sun. Look, it's the sun. The brightest, most beautiful, positive card in the deck. The sun is shining on you at this time. And what the sun shines on grows, expands, increases, and it's shining on your wealth, your future, and your stability. So let's use that to be able to really take things forward for you in terms of your money and career. So this can be a wonderful opportunity for promotions, for entrepreneurs, for opening a business, for investments, for buying and selling property, for moving home. This is a phenomenal energy of power. But get out of any lack energy. Be patient with yourself and be patient with the timing. Okay? Going back again to 2019, I set a goal. I was in a lot of debt. And I set a goal to be debt-free as soon as possible. And I said it might take me 5 years. I might do it in 2. It'll take as long as it takes. I'm just going to do everything I can to reduce that down. And so I did. And so I was debt-free in a year. But it wasn't a day. I had to be patient and gradually see it come down. So you're setting your goal, whether it's that promotion or that sale of the home or that business you want or that retirement you want to step into. Be patient and know there is always enough, and we want to shift that to there is always more than enough. That's going to increase the energy coming towards you of your wealth. All right? Okay. Anything else to say? No, we don't need to clarify, but we will finish off with an angel card. That's the one we want. And we've got Heaven's Door. Oh, see, this is so beautiful. See, heaven is not a place up there in the sky that you get to when you die, because A, you don't die, and B, there's nothing the other side of the sky. There is just light, and you are light, and you go back to light. And so let's create heaven on earth, because this beautiful planet of ours could absolutely be heaven right here on earth, as above, so below. It is what you make it to be, what you inspire it to be, what you align with it to be. And when you align with, I'm creating my best life right here, I'm creating my heaven on earth, then you will be shown the way. You will be shown how. Whether it's from watching this video that you're watching right now has shown me how, right? I'm going to buy that book. I'm going to watch that video. I'm going to buy somebody else's book. I'm going to repair my relationship with money. I'm going to step into abundance. Whatever it is, the angels are going to show you how. They're pointing towards the light. They're pointing towards the door and saying, step through it. We've got you. We're helping you. We'll guide you. Just trust and allow. Because each and every one of you is absolutely capable and deserving of living heaven on earth. You just got to figure out how. Okay? All right, my beautiful Sagittarius, that's what I have for you for money and career for September 2025. I hope it was helpful. Thank you so much for being here. I'll be back next week with your general guidance for September. It won't be by the 1st. It'll be a few days after because I've got to get these done first. But they'll be there next week. All right. I will see you then. Thank you so much for joining me. You have a wonderful day. Sending you all much love. Bye-bye.